Well, Dylan, a tough one tonight against the Giants. How are the boys feeling?
Yeah, obviously disappointed. Yeah, when you have a sort of a first half like we did, we showed some really good signs, and then to have the second half that we did against a team that if you give it to them on their own terms, they're pretty hard to stop. So guys are obviously really disappointed, and sort of gets magnified when you spend time away from home, out of the state. Yeah, it's just a little bit more disappointing.
You touched on it a little, but where do you think it went wrong in the second half there?
Yeah, look, they just allowed them to transition the ball pretty well from their deep 50 inside 50, but yeah, we'll know more when we review the game.
It's good to see you back out there tonight. How did you feel in your return?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. Was lucky to get into the game pretty early and hit some bodies, and I'm sure I'll be feeling it tomorrow. But yeah, it was great to be back out with the guys. Sort of spend a lot of time out of the game. You sort of feel like you're sort of wondering how you're going to go when you get back into it. But no, it was a good night for me physically. But certainly want to keep building from there and keep improving for the rest of the season.
You've obviously been out for a while, went straight back into the seniors. Did you were there any surprises in how you felt out there, or was it what you expected?
Yeah, I mean, I put in the preparation and obviously do the required work away from the boys when I'm in rehab. So I felt confident that I was ready to go, and yeah, like I said, I probably surprised myself a little bit the way I was able to sort of move throughout the game, which was great. So yeah, just a good stepping stone for me to keep going into each round for the rest of the year.
Being sidelined for so long, what did that allow you to work on in other areas of your game?
Yeah, just to focus on our sort of more of our game plan and some different roles that everyone's sort of playing around the contest there. Was able to watch a few of the games from the coach's box and gain a bit more of a perspective from a coaching side of view, which is great. Yeah, and then just obviously doing the required work physically to try and get back as soon as I could.
Tonight was disappointing, but we've seen some really positive steps this year from a young side. What have you made from it, watching on from the sidelines?
Oh yeah, I mean, besides sort of tonight and even a bit of our performance against last week against North Melbourne, had a really impressive year, consistent year as well. I feel like been in most games and competing really well. So starting to develop that sort of DNA of a real blue collar competitive team. Probably wasn't on show tonight, unfortunately, and we're really disappointed. We're really disappointed with our performance tonight, which is it's a sign of a good club that we're hard on ourselves and we know where we're trying to go. So we certainly won't be glossing over this performance. We'll be being accountable for it.
We'd love to be playing in front of the fans in Melbourne, but it's not the case at the moment. But this time away in Queensland, how is it benefiting the group and the cohesion that they're trying to build? Yeah,
obviously really flattening that we had to get out of Melbourne. We can't play in front of the Essendon faithful and the players and staff that are relocated out with their loved ones. So that's been challenging, but at the same time really lucky that we're able to continue playing, and we're obviously have this great opportunity to spend a lot more time together. So I think the guys sort of showed that in the 2-week Perth trip that we did. They came back energised and off some really good competitive footy, and yeah, certainly been enjoying that in the last couple of weeks. Tonight's performance probably doesn't reflect that, but we are taking steps forward off the field, which is good.
Well, thanks for the chat, Dylan. Hopefully next week the boys can rebound against the Swans.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. We're going to get going again.